Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor Hayes comes down in Ridge Forrester's shirt. As Brooke Logan realizes Tridge is back on, Zende Forrester Dominguez tries to cover his true passions about the achievement. Ridge and Taylor continue making out on the bed. Meanwhile, Brooke is still banging on the frontal door. Taylor tells Ridge she no way stopped loving him. Ridge pours booze, leans in for a kiss, also spills the alcohol each over Taylor's shirt. Taylor goes to clean up. While Taylor is gone, Brooke has walked into the house and is standing at the bottom of the stairs. When Ridge comes downward, Brooke says they need to talk. Ridge formerly knows about the CEO advertisement. Brooke apologizes, she wanted to tell him the news herself. Ridge accuses Brooke of betraying them all, especially him. Brooke tries rattling off defenses, but Ridge isn't interested in hearing any of it. Brooke says she took the CEO position for him. Ridge counters that Brooke put a cutter in his reverse. As Ridge blasts Brooke, he adds that she went over to that smut. As Brooke scrambles trying to explain, Taylor comes down wearing nothing but Ridge's shirt. Brooke is devastated and leaves. Taylor asks Ridge if he's okay. Outdoors, Brooke heartbreaks. At Forrester Creations, Zende is sketching when he recalls Brooke saying she only took the job to fight for Ridge and the Forrester family. Hope Logan interrupts and wants to know what Zende is allowing about. Hope suggests that Zende is feeling equivocal about the changes. Zende says it's great to be back at Hope for the future. Hope doesn't want Zende to hide his passions. Hope says Zende is valued, he's a vital part of the line. Zende says he's walking a fine line. Hope asks Zende to give this a chance. Hope isn't going to tell Zende not to feel disunited, but encourages him to give this new beginning a chance. Hope leaves, and Zende mutters to himself that the new period might not last veritably long. At the Cliff House, John Finn Finnegan and Steffy Forrester Finnegan tuck the kiddies in. They talk about Ridge and Taylor. Steffy mentions all the time Ridge wasted on Brooke. Steffy reasons Brooke can't betray her way out of this bone. Steffy wonders if Hope will brand the company Logan Creations. They change the subject to how agitated the kiddies are about the leaves. Steffy hopes Brooke's treason brings Tridge closer together. Finn can see it passing. Steffy hates the LLC scheme, but hopes commodity good can affect. Steffy is hoping for a Christmas phenomenon. Brooke Logan will find herself at a crossroads after Ridge Forrester goes back to Taylor Hayes. This is nothing new for Ridge, so Brooke should actually be used to it by now. Still, the destruction of Brooke and Ridge's relationship may be particularly heartbreaking for her this time around. Brooke aloud. She was eventually going to live happily ever after with Ridge and make their rearmost reunion stick. Losing Ridge each over again could take a risk on Brooke and shoot her down a dangerous path. It all depends on the choices Brooke makes in the fate of her rearmost romantic blow-up. Of course, it's possible Brooke will stay strong and throw herself into work as Forrester's coming CEO. Brooke might use power and success to manage with the loss of Ridge, but will those effects be enough to fill the void? At some point, Brooke could start hitting the bottle again. Brooke could have a booze relapse coming up if she falls off the cart over Ridge and Taylor's reunion. Still, that could pave the way for someone to come to her deliverance, if Brooke turns to alcohol to numb her pain. Deacon Sharp might see the warning signs and feel the need to intermediate if Brooke's crapulous downcast curl begins. You can go. Sheila Sharp wouldn't like that one bit since she wants Deacon all to herself. Brooke was always the bone who got down for Deacon, so the last thing Sheila wants to see is the former dears reconnecting. Also again, perhaps it could be Bill Spencer who steps up for Brooke in her time of need. Bill and Brooke have a special connection of their own, so maybe he could come to her deliverance if she starts drowning her sorrows. Anyhow, there'd be some intriguing story possibilities if Brooke surrendered to alcohol temptation formerly more. We'll be sure to bring you more prognostications on any trouble that might be on the horizon. Brooke will have to deal with some bad news once Ridge starts viewing Taylor as his future, so stay tuned for updates on all the drama. Elector Forrester to make a horrifying discovery. Bill Spencer has a tough decision to make after Luna Nozawa is beaten in Captivity. Steffy Forrester Finnegan mentions the power of Christmas to John Finn Finnegan. Elektra will turn to Remy Price for support after getting fired. Elektra still doesn't understand why she was let go from Forrester Creations. Will Spencer will presumably question Katie Logan and get to the verity. Still, Will might not believe that those prints are really Elektra. Commodity tells me that Will might have good instincts and be suitable to smell commodity isn't relatively right. Back to Elektra, she goes to get comfort from Remy. In a platonic friendly way. Remy promises to always be there for Elektra. Elektra goes into Remy's room and flips on the light. Elektra is wiping her nose with a towel, also looks up and screams in horror. Bill goes to the Captivity to see Luna formally again. When Bill sees Luna's face, he'll be outraged. Luna has been beaten enough poorly, substantially to the face. I find that intriguing as it makes me wonder if Luna had another internee hit her face constantly. Perhaps Luna indeed slammed her own face against a wall to give herself those injuries. Luna is crazy enough to do it. Now, Luna must know that her injuries will make Bill fight for her freedom. Luna lately mentioned an appeal, so she surely has many tricks up her sleeve. Unfortunately, Luna could manage to manipulate Bill. Brooke Logan tries to explain her conduct to Ridge Forrester. Still, Ridge thinks Brooke has betrayed him just like Carter Walton. Brooke tells Ridge that this is all for him. Ridge doesn't get it and could suppose Brooke is just coming up with defenses. It could end with Ridge staying with Taylor Hayes, also realizing Brooke was being pious each on. Plus, Bridget returns just in time for Christmas. Donna Logan and Pam Douglas open gifts together. Meanwhile, Steffy addresses about the power of Christmas to Finn. Elektra could be Remy's hostage, however, the only people who'll worry are Will and Ivy Forrester, if Elektra suddenly goes missing. Still, Ivy might reason that Elektra ran from her problems ahead, and is doing it again. Will might have dubieties that Elektra would run down without saying goodbye. Since Will is formerly suspicious of Remy, could there be another battle? There might be some New Year's love too. Shin surely will be sizzling with passion. Carter and Hope Logan presumably celebrate their palm. Meanwhile, could Ivy reconnect with Liam Spencer? Brooke Logan doesn't want the crown Carter Walton offered her. She intends to follow through on her plan to return power to the Forresters, but that will bear Carter's agreement. Brooke's immediate concern is persuading Ridge Forrester that she's not an opportunist, which appears to be true. The Taylor Hayes factor could also ail Brooke's plans. Brooke didn't accept the chief executive officer position because she wanted to subsidize on the chaos. She also isn't siding with Carter or her son. As Zende Forrester Dominguez and the followership learned, Brooke intends to restore order at FC as soon as possible. Steffy Forrester Finnegan had every right to be inflamed. Hope Logan threw herself at John Finn Finnegan for months and ultimately kissed him. That's why Steffy naturally concluded Hope was making a play for Finn in the design room. Also, Hope wouldn't explain herself because she wanted to cover Carter. Any woman would have assumed Noel's character was playing Brooke 2.0. His son influences Ridge and not just because she's or was his co-chief administrative officer. He values her judgment, which is generally correct. That's why he followed her insulting commentary about Hope with some of his own. Before learning about Ridge's ineluctable romantic reconnection with Taylor, Brooke plans to convert Carter. She believes he'll ultimately see the error of his ways, refile the fairly certified corporation documents, and remove himself as director. But that's a big supposition because Carter has achieved the power snare remarkably. He'll really realize that ceding control could affect in his termination, board junking, and expulsion from Ridge's and Forrester's good graces indefinitely. Indeed, if Brooke stays the course, which is questionable because of Ridge's intent to reunite with Taylor, there's no guarantee that Carter will release control anytime soon. But he could degrade or fire her if Brooke doesn't remain pious to his vision. Brooke has to play this veritably precisely. When learning about Ridge's rearmost answer to Taylor, she'll be thrown for a significant emotional circle. Ridge and Taylor compactly reunited. But that short-lived plot space led to another conciliation with Brooke. The current script is more involved because of the forced or creations factor, rather than simply being about Brooke and Ridge's dysfunctional relationship and their enduring seed problems. So, Brooke's options will probably be explored rather than leading to a simple bridge.